Hello, hi, and welcome to EmpathicFire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Pisces in mid-January 2021. What's going on, Pisces? How are you guys doing? I hope that you are doing well. All right, friends, welcome to the middle of the month. Oh, boy. Strength is there. Maybe you're dealing with a Leo. That's all I'm going to say about it. But anyway, welcome to mid-January. Hopefully, Pisces, wherever you are in the world at this time, you're safe, happy, healthy, and secure. Please continue to take very good care of yourselves and those that you know and love. A little bit of a rough start here to the year up here in the States or over here in the States, wherever you are if you're international. But my general wish for the collective, for everybody on this earth, in this journey that we're all a part of together, is to do the right thing, okay? So be kind to yourselves, be kind to other people, treat people the way you want to be treated, okay? Cosmically speaking, spiritually speaking, we could do with a lot more good shit than bad shit, okay? So Pisces, that is my wish for you, for everybody that you know and love and care for, okay? But yeah, in general, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, make good choices, all right? Pisces, regular spiel. Let's go ahead and get into it. Anything you want from me, guys, it's already in the description box. Timestamp is down there. Information on how to purchase a personal reading with me is down there. Any questions before you place an order, just go ahead and email me at the same address and I will answer you as soon as I can. This thing is like poking me. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, feel free to use the link that I've given to you below, okay? Hopefully that helps. That was like, I might have broken a piece off. That felt really sharp. Anyway, Pisces, let's get into it for you guys. Let's get a story for Pisces out here with the tarot, please. I'm looking for information for Pisces. Let's get a reading going for Pisces, please, in mid-January 2021. King of Wands. Message for Pisces, please. What is the message? Thank you. 7 of Wands. Anything else? Yep, there it is. Alright, so King of Wands, 7 of Wands, and the Prince of Pentacles. King of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, 7 of Wands in the middle. And then Prince of Pentacles, aka the Knight of Pentacles, earth sign energy on the other end. Alright, what is up with this bracelet? That hurts. Anyway, I might have to take it off. Pisces. Do you, man. Do you. King of Wands, 7 of Wands, Prince of Pentacles. I think you've been weighed and measured long enough is kind of how this feels. I think you've been patient enough. Prince of Pentacles over there. And again, this is a general. I'm going to address it as if it's happening to you, Pisces, or you're doing these actions, but they could be incurred by you. You could be experiencing them. This could be someone else that is around you who's going through whatever I'm about to talk about. But this feels like having done your homework, having spent enough time circling the drain in some of your cases, like really procrastinating and things like that. But I feel this Prince of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, yeah, it's like going for the thing. No more stalling. No more, tirelessly defending yourself or being confronted with criticism, whether it be due or undue criticism. It's just like, it feels, Pisces, that in the middle of doing your best, somewhere along the line, it could be self-criticism, or other people outside of you have been, saying some things. Like your best in someone else's eyes, or again, in a self-perception, just isn't good enough. And that might not be the objective truth, or even if it is a bit partially true, it is trying to take away and negate the good parts of it. You know what I mean? So if this was a project, a job, if this was a relationship, or whatever this is or was, it's like some of it may have been bad, but some of it was good. But because of this interfering or jarring energy of the 7 of Wands in the middle, where we are defending ourselves as well as sort of doing a counterattack, or something like that. There's this idea that none of it was good or none of it was good enough, and so we have to discredit some by criticizing what has transpired and being possibly so focused on quote unquote the bad things or the things that didn't work out or the things that could have been improved upon. We're essentially saying it was all garbage. Like, that's the perception, that's the optics of it, and that's not true. Like, that doesn't make any sense. It's sort of like taking a multiple choice quiz or taking any type of test, and there's multiple choice, there's essay portion and all this other kind of stuff, and you're expecting marks out of 100 or marks out of 50 or whatever it is, right? And instead of getting back, okay, you got 45 out of 50 correct, or you got 87 out of 100 correct, you're simply receiving the paper back, the Scantron back, and it says fail. And it's like, well, wait a minute. This wasn't a pass-fail situation. There are elements to what was provided or the answers that were provided on the test that were correct. So we're just going to gloss over the correct portion? The things that did go well, we're just going to act like that didn't happen? No. Because someone tried really hard, or is trying at this time, to do the right thing, to produce something. Because I feel like this night is a production thing. I feel like you are working on something. I feel like you're working towards something, because nights always progress, right? And so I feel you've put in your due diligence, or somebody here has put in their due diligence, and it's not being accredited correctly. It's not being, in some cases, rewarded correctly, or it's not being properly acknowledged, at the very least acknowledged. One second. Slight cough there. So it feels like, Pisces, you or someone else around you has really been a good person. That's a very heavy connotation, good person. But it's just like, did things by the book, let's say it that way instead. Was really following the rules, was very, again, in some cases, maybe a little bit of a procrastinator, so there is a little bit of something to be desired there. But for the most part, was playing ball by the rules, was executing the job at hand within as timely as a manner as possible, or with a certain degree of quality. And that quality is now being questioned across the board. Again, like, a percentage of the questions on the test or the parameters and the standards might be a little off, but overall, is it a failure? Someone is like saying, yeah, it's a failure. No. The Seven of Wands is like defending against this label of being completely a failure. Are there improvements to be made? Sure. But to throw the entire thing out, or all of the effort out, and all that we've worked for and strove towards thus far, is ridiculous. And I say it's ridiculous because there's an impassioned person here, and I think it's you, or it's someone that you're hooking up with, it's someone that you're meeting, it's somebody who comes to your defense if you're having a hard time defending yourself in some of your cases. The King of Wands is definitely like, come on, let's be honest here, let's be real here. There's no way, or it doesn't make sense to throw the baby out with the bathwater, so to speak, on this. Let's not get too hasty here. And the interesting thing is, peanut gallery, Seven of Wands. I feel there are people weighing in on the situation that have absolutely no dog in the fight, who have absolutely either no authority or no sense of what's going on. So this could be someone butting their nose in on your business, literally your business. In some of your cases, you own a business, you're starting a business, you are rebranding, whatever you're doing, and you've got people, anonymous people on the internet, whoever they may be, going, oh, Pisces, you shouldn't do it that way. Who the hell are you? You're not even a client of mine. You know what I mean? Like, that's also very interesting. And you can see this across all kinds of business models, or all kinds of internet presence of different companies or anything, right? It happens often here on YouTube, where a person, a celebrity, a personality, a brand ambassador, whatever, or just somebody doing vlogs about their personal life, And or even within the tarot community, you can see this. You'll have people who might challenge or say something that puts one or two people off. And I'm being facetious by saying one or two, but puts a group of people off. If they choose to galvanize themselves and those in their wake, in their company, they can really tank a person, right? So you could have a successful business within the tarot community, outside of the tarot community. You could be, again, like a beauty vlog person on YouTube or wherever, or just a mom and pop pizza shop on Yelp, whatever. And one person comes in and they say, give me a pepperoni pizza. And you give them a pepperoni pizza. I didn't ask for this type of pepperoni. What? That's pepperoni pizza. No, that's not pepperoni. Legit, that's pepperoni pizza. Or maybe it's a little burnt on the edge, a little burnt on the crust. No, I need a whole new pizza. Well, I mean, I can offer you this. I'm not going to give you a whole new pizza because you ate half of that. Well, I demand a refund. Well, you're not going to get a refund. You ate half of the product. I'm sorry, I'm not going to give you a refund. And then boom, there's like this full effort to destroy, to tank this person's business because of your own dissatisfaction. Like, that's what I'm sensing here for some of you Pisces. Someone who isn't directly either a part of what you're dealing with, or they're disgruntled in some type of way. They're embittered because they had a bad experience with you or your business, or they're going to bat for people that they don't even know. So in that case of, you burnt the crust on the pepperoni pizza, right? People who weren't even there will say, oh, that Pisces pizza shop, that is the worst pizza shop in town. You've never even been there. You're a fucking vegetarian or a vegan or some shit like that. You don't even eat pizza from a regular old mom and pop shop. So what are you talking about, sir or madam? You get me? So the King of Wands, I feel, in some of your cases, is a defender of your energy, or it's you doing it yourself. So this could literally, in some of your cases, be legal representation. This is a misrepresentation of my client. They have been maligned on social media, whatever. Okay? But on a very personal note, because for some, that's a very public-facing experience. You own a business. You have some brand that you're in charge of or something like that. On a more personal level, this could be infighting amongst family and friends. This could be your brother or your sister or someone else going to bat for you because Auntie Tom, Auntie Tom, or, Aunt Thomasina, let's say. But you can have an aunt named Tom. That's totally okay. Whoever is ragging on you or ragging on somebody else's experience. Or this could be you stepping up to defend somebody. It doesn't have to be Pisces is in the middle and is having a hard time of things. So this is very interesting because I feel that someone here, the Knight of Pentacles is coming across as a very noble, quote unquote, noble person, meaning there is no bad intention. There is no skipping of steps or cutting of corners. Things were done by the books, by the rules, within the parameters of what is permissible. Nobody cheated on this test. So why are we failing the test? I didn't cheat my customer. He ate half the pizza and then demanded a refund. I'm sorry, but that's not how it usually works. And you see that stuff all the time online. You see that stuff all the time in friends that you talk to and chit-chat with. We all know that friend or have that family member who will buy something, wear it, use it, eat it, consume it, whatever, and then try their best to get a full-ass refund. What do you mean? And number one, let me tell you, for those who are unaware, that is an American phenomenon for the most part. In other cultures, in other societies, in other countries, you bought it, that's it. That's the end of the transaction. You're dissatisfied, I guess you'd have to buy another one. You're not going to get no refund from me. So let's go ahead and count ourselves a little bit privileged, okay? I'm on a 2021. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. I'm on a tear. I'm on a tear. Okay? Let's go ahead and get more messages here for you guys, okay? What else is going on here for Pisces, please? What else is happening in this situation for Pisces? Please show me. Four of Swords, side position? Yeah, we'll take it. Something else? Anything else for Pisces in this situation? Thank you. And the Princess of Cups, aka the Page of Cups. So, Four of Swords, Hierophant in the middle, and the Princess of Cups. Hierophant, oh, let me show this one first. So, Four of Swords, side position. All right. Hierophant, Major Arcana for Taurus. You could be dealing with a Taurus, but you don't have to be. And the Princess of Cups, aka Page of Cups, water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Yeah. It's like many of you guys, this is getting to your core, this situation. Even if it is over something so frivolous as a burnt pizza. You know, I'm using that obviously as an arbitrary example. Please plug in whatever the burnt pepperoni pizza is in your life for realsies. But it's getting to your core. It's getting to your, it's really hitting you in your breadbasket of conviction, Pisces, that this particular person or this specific situation or just the tone of certain people that you're dealing with is kind of out of line, or it's overly aggressive. Possibly it's causing you to go back on your heels and put you in a defensive posture, and it's tiresome to you. Four of Swords in the side position. You're not actually able to have peace of mind here. You know, it's like, you know, Pisces, if this is you, and I feel many of you Pisces, you're the Prince of Pentacles over here. If that's you, you know you've done everything to the letter, to the T, and you did it as best you could. Maybe it wasn't great in all the ways. Again, out of a score of 100, maybe you're sitting in the 80th percentile. Okay? Room for improvement. You know that. But you can't get peace of mind because I think someone's trying to devalue all the rest of it. Do you get what I mean? And that hurts your core, or hurts you to your sensibilities with this Hierophant energy. Could be it's coming from somebody who you trust, because I'm getting that also, that the Hierophant can be a trusted source to you. So it's not, well, it can very distantly signal to a boss, the Hierophant energy. So for some of you, this has been about workplace situation, but you're not the business owner, you're not the CEO or the proprietor of the business. It could be, this is your work evaluation. And out of, you know, and we just came out of 2020, right? So a lot of end of year evaluations have happened for people. And some of you are like feeling that you're being unfairly judged against criteria or circumstances or what have you that are moving away from considering the entire gamut of what you've produced or what you've brought to the table, and boiling it down to this, it's either a fail or a pass. And that feels really unfair to you. And that doesn't make, there's something here where you, with this Four of Swords in the side position, you're not really able to reconcile or come to terms with how and why you're being judged this way, or the situation is being judged this way, or you're being treated a certain way. It's like you can't wrap your mind around this thing. Four of Swords in the side position. And some of you are being judged by the Hierophant, or the Hierophant is you. Again, it's a challenge to your convictions. It's a challenge to some of you, to your spiritual beliefs, or your beliefs of what it means to be a good member of society or a good worker on the team and all this other kind of stuff. Or the Hierophant can come in as an ally in some of your cases. So there's three ways that we can have this person or this energy come into our lives, okay? So it's either your own sensibilities, your own convictions. It's either the person that you are under... It's like you're their subordinate in some type of way. Doesn't have to be specifically a boss. This could be an older family member or something like that, but you usually defer to this person. You usually look up to this person and you admire them in some type of way, and they're kind of shitting on you at this moment, okay? Or the third option is this is a new person who's going to sort of back you up in this move, or this this recognition that I did the best I could and I'm being unfairly judged. This is the person who says, yes, I agree. I see your potential, or I see what you did there. And they're, again, like this ally to you. Okay. For the ones where it's an ally, I'm particularly drawn to the spiritual overtones of the Hierophant. So for some of you, this is possibly trying to put together your spiritual beliefs, your religious beliefs with how you believe your professional life is. And I think sometimes we take for granted, well, not take for granted. I think sometimes we neglect that those two things can overlap. Some of us, not all of us, many of us are well aware of that. But I feel like some of you Pisces, that's like the first time you've really thought of this, that what I believe about myself, about this world, about my fellow man in terms of spiritual and religious beliefs has some effect or some tie to how I perform out in the world in a corporate sense. That's it's like strange bed partners, but the Hierophant embodies both of those things because archetypally in tarot, Hierophant can represent such entities such as government, school, big institutions, like that, and also religion. So the purview is possible, or the scope is possible that both of those things can somehow overlap or work together. And I think some of you are having an interesting awareness of that, or again, you're trying to understand, like, why am I so bothered about this? Like, aside from it being criticism or pushback or people trying to tank your business or whatever we were talking about earlier, aside from those attacks and being put in a position to defend yourself with the Seven of Wands, aside from that, it's also a complex, again, trying to put these two things together. I feel many of you struggle because I think you want if it's about business, if it's about your career, you want that to be separate from your private life. You know? That's that duality of Pisces. I got my daytime Pisces face, I got my nighttime Pisces face, I got my indoor Pisces face, I got my outdoor Pisces face on. You know what I mean? You guys, no offense, but you're a sign of duality, so you're very good at switching personas per the situation, per your mood sometimes. And you try to show up to the occasion in the appropriate attire, right? Like one of the things that I normally get when I envision what does it mean to be a Pisces, what does it mean to talk about 12th house issues, because that's your house in the astrological wheel, right? One of the things that I normally will envision is a masquerade ball where, you know, a gala or whatever, or the Met Gala or whatever, or just a costume party, right? We all know that's Ted over there, but Ted decided to dress up as the Incredible Hulk. So he's Hulk, Ted, smash, blah, blah, blah. And he's doing, you know, he's playing the part because that's what's expected in this moment. When we go back to work on Monday, Ted's going to be wearing a 3-piece suit. He's going to have his hair. He's going to be now Ted in the office. When Ted goes to the tennis club, or when he goes to the gym, when Ted goes and, you know, goes down and sits down at the bar and has a craft beer. They're just different versions of him. And I think Pisces, that's what you're normally used to. So you're used to your private life and your professional life being very separate things. But I think they're intermingling at this time and you don't really know why. Or you don't know how to compensate for that, suppose, in some type of way, okay? Princess of Cups over here. And then we're going to move on quickly because I don't think there's much to say. Well, maybe I'm speaking a little prematurely as I pick up the card. Because I'm like, I don't really know that this has much of an impact. But maybe it does because, for some of you, this is affecting your children. Just for a few of you. It's not for everybody. Some of you, you have kids, but they're not really affected by this. But others of you, your children are very much affected by what's going on here. And so there's this concern, fear perhaps, that they are gonna bear the brunt of these very adult issues that you're dealing with. Like, again, I'm getting this idea of like, your business is taking a hit on social media, or revenue is down or whatever, and that's a direct result of, disgruntled customers or something like that. And that, in a domino effect, makes you less able to put dinner, like food on the table. That makes it harder for you to pay for your child's tuition to college or private school or what have you. Do you get what I mean? Like, there are real world consequences. Consequences sometimes also comes with the Hierophant. But anyway, there are real world consequences to online shenanigans. Princess of Cups. So your kids, no matter how old they are, young children, older children, does not matter, might be affected, again, in a domino effect because of things that you are doing or that are affecting you in your, again, business life. My public-facing business is trickling back into the house that I occupy with my family, and that's bothersome to you guys. The Princess of Cups coming through, number one, because of the artwork, I think if it is about your kids, they are none the wiser at this time, or at least that's what you're hoping. Kids are very clever, kids are very smart, so they might know more than what they let on, but your hope is that they remain innocent, okay? Yeah. What else with the Princess of Swords? I think that's pretty good for those where it's affecting the kids. And again, it doesn't have to be, you own a business and you're being slandered or something like that. It could be, it doesn't have to be so salacious or dramatic. And it can be very internal. This could be a disagreement amongst family members behind closed doors. It's, so take it all with a grain of salt. But where it's not aligned with children, what is going on with this Princess of Cups? In some of your cases, Pisces, I think you are hopeful or wishing for a revival or some type of apology, some type of admittance, or admission, I should say, admission of fault on someone else's behalf. And again, I'm saying Pisces, by the way, this is a general, this energy could be flipped all kinds of ways. So someone could be expecting an apology from you, and that could be sort of like a cancel out point. Like, you think they're in the wrong, so they owe you an apology, and they think you're in the wrong, so you owe them an apology. And neither side, it feels, is really wanting to offer the apology. The one, like if you're expecting someone to apologize to you, they're not going to do it, and vice versa. You know what I mean? So I feel that there is a desire to have things be, water under the bridge, for there to be some type of resolution, but I don't think it's actually going to come. Or if it is going to come, it's going to come very slowly, with the Prince of Pentacles right above it, okay? And it's tentative because it's a page. Pages are younger energies. They're not as reliable as knights, queens, and kings are. So there is sort of like this... like, don't wait around on this. Like, don't hold your breath on that, okay? Something like that is happening. So let's go ahead and get a bit of advice for Pisces, and then we're going to close out the reading. What is the advice in this situation for Pisces, please? What is the advice in this situation for Pisces going forward? Please show me. I have got to turn the heat down in here. Perfect. Temperance. Major Arcana for Sagittarius. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, but you do not have to be. Yikes. There we go. A little clearer. A little bit clearer in the focus. But, alright. So, mind how you proceed is what this feels like. Meaning, Pisces, if you need to prioritize yourself and get a little bit more fiery, get a little bit more rambunctious or spicy in the midst of standing up for yourself, or enlisting the help of other people possibly to help you, traverse some very difficult times in your life, I feel like the Temperance is saying, make sure you don't go too OTT with it. Don't go too far to the left, too far to the right. Don't go too far into the fire energy. Don't go too far into the water energy. Or, as this card depicts it, don't get too much in the yin and don't get too much in the yang. They have to be, again, measured properly. And why? Let me go ahead and fiddle with the thing real quick here. Oh, wait, there it goes. A little bit better. Okay, so you can see it now a little bit better. The yin and the yang, right? So having that good balance between masculine and feminine, aggression and passivity, all that kind of stuff, right? And it doesn't have to be 50-50. Let's address it that way. Equal measure doesn't mean legit 50-50. If it calls for you to have 70% of your yang energy out there, that's that dominant masculine energy that we all possess, regardless of our gender, regardless of any sign or anything like that. The polarities between feminine and masculine are, simply that, polarities. You can have as much of it as you want. But let's say the situation demands 70% yang, in whatever fashion that is, right? Then you need to compensate and bring also to the table the 30% of yin to equal a full picture, a full 100%, right? And those numbers or those proportions might fluctuate. So today, 70% yang, tomorrow, 32% yang. So then you have to bring up the yin. You get what I mean? To keep the barometer, or keep it truly balanced, okay? So it's not always going to be 50-50. And maybe that's an issue in this dynamic somewhere. Maybe somewhere along the way here, you're expecting other people to be fair, to be balanced, to bring to the table in equal measure what you brought to the table. And so, and at that point, we don't want to overcompensate for other people's energy and their efforts and all that kind of stuff. So that's a little dicey. But I feel as though this temperance is a reminder to take care of yourself, to take care of your bottom line, to take care of what you bring to the table, and have mindfulness over maybe not the outcome, but maybe the outcome. Just how do you want to feel about it? I feel there's a bit of a challenge here, and there is, coming back to this Four of Swords in the side position, there is possibly for some of you a lack of good sleep, a lack of feeling rested and rejuvenated, and all those kinds of things. So if you're physically being affected by this, you have to figure out how you can measure your time, energy, and effort in a different way so that you can have a restful sleep at night, so that your brain and your emotions can decompress in a good way. Some of you with this energy and all of the ruckus that's going on might literally be insomniacs at this moment, okay? So pay attention to your health, your wellness, prioritize those things, and get back out there is something that they're saying. Like, get back out there. Like, take a time out if you need, rest, recuperate as best as you can, but also don't overdo it. Again, don't go too far to the left, don't go too far to the right, okay? Make sure that you're constantly, what is that called? I guess recalibrating, thank you. Make sure that your recalibrations are consistent, or they're always open to moving a little bit, okay? I hope that makes sense. Pisces, that's your reading for mid-January. If you like this reading, please hit the like button down below. That'd be super great. Feel free to leave a comment if this did resonate with you. I love to read your comments. And if you haven't subscribed, friends, please consider subscribing. Pisces, I'll be back soon to do your February readings. If you want to get at me before then, or at any time really, for a personal reading, you can find that information in the description box below. Thinking about premiering something new to the channel. I'll see. But if you want to keep up on that, you can, again, make sure that you're subscribed and turn on the notifications, okay? Pisces, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Take care.